The goal of AdAmigo.ai is to, number one, make you a better advertiser on Facebook, whether you have experience or you don't have experience, and then allow you to do things that you weren't able to do before. Work much, much faster, create way better campaigns and strategies, optimize your ad account every single day with incredible discipline. And so what I want to show you today is that you can use our chat agent to bulk create entire strategies, campaigns, audiences, ads, find best performing ads, duplicate them inside, whatever you want to do, right? So I'll show you. You can obviously choose one of the workflows. The workflows will guide you a little bit more, right? So build a full funnel campaign strategy, build a retargeting strategy, build a lifetime budget campaign strategy. So when you activate that workflow, it directs you into the chat agent. And now we have an agent that basically understands what is your goal, what are the questions I need to ask you to fulfill that goal, and then it implements it for you. So you can see right here, it wants to confirm with me my KPI. That's correct, right? So I do care about ROI. I want to have the best ROI on my ad spend, and I want to generate many purchases. Then the daily budget. So it runs an analysis on what I provided it when I onboarded. What is my daily budget limit? So 30 a day. Yes, let's go for 30 a day. Yeah, so now it basically analyzes the ad account and tries to understand what's missing, what needs to be done, what can be created next. So it's very context aware of what's already in the account. You can see right here. So it understands what objectives to pull because it's return on ad spend. So certain campaigns make sense, other campaigns don't make sense. And this is what I mean with you don't need prior experience. I don't need to know what a sales objective is. I don't need to know how to create it even. I just need to know what I want. I need to know my goals for my business. And then the agent figures out all the rest. See here? So it goes for a sales objective, ad set level, purchase optimization, and it explains the rationale, right? Perfect, right? So this is what I mean. You don't even really need to have much experience running ads. The agent will walk you through it if you use the workflows. In the chat environment, it's obviously an open environment, and you don't need to go through this questionnaire. You can just write a prompt, hey, I want you to create this and this and that, and then it will do that, right? Okay, actually, I think you got the point. So look here, now it goes through the thinking process and it tries to understand, okay, what is the pixel data? What kind of audiences make sense? What should we create? It sees here that certain pixel events are not available, so that doesn't make any sense. So it's like a whole strategist that knows everything about your ad account, your pixel data, your audience. So look, so it gives me a recommendation of exact geo-targeting, age ranges, gender. It talks about interests we want to target, custom audiences we can target or exclude, right? Lookalike audiences, attribution window placement. This is insane, right? Suggest no. So this is perfect, right? So I don't even have to think about anything. Look, so it tells me here it wants to create a prospecting campaign with 2 ad sets inside, a retargeting campaign. Because the budget is low, just 1 ad set, combining website visitors, ads to cart, page engagers, email subscribers if available, exclude purchasers, and then a separate retention campaign. So those are people that bought from us in the past to then get them to buy again, right? It gives here the budget split. Fantastic, yeah. And then you can see here in the prospecting, it tells you a broad targeting and an interest and behavior prospecting audience, targeting people that are into digital marketing, advertising, SaaS, small business owners. Perfect, because we're at AdAmigo.ai. This is for us now, right? Perfect. Let's create it. Actually, I wanted to go back into the chat agent, but you can see it's so good. I mean, it does all the thinking, the rationale. It has all the context of your account. And so it goes ahead and pulls from all of that to then give you tailored and accurate recommendations, and now goes ahead and creates everything, right? Campaign created. Next, I'll create the 4 ad sets with the agreed daily budget and targeting inside those campaigns. You can see it's still cooking, right? So it goes now step by step through the process and creates everything into the account. And this is where, while this is loading, where AdAmigo is just so superior. It has all the intelligence of traditional LLMs and these kinds of platforms, but it also integrates into it knows everything about your business. It knows everything about your ad account. It knows everything about how to run advertising effectively. And so it can draw from all of that. And it then can also execute, as you can see right here. So it basically now confirmed. It created the It created the prospecting campaign, it created the retargeting campaign, the retention campaign, it gave the budget splits and everything, right? And then it tells you also the next steps. Now let's see if it actually created, right? I can talk the big talk, but let's see if it can actually walk the walk. So let's go into the ad account. You can see right here, there's one active campaign. It has this rocket. This campaign was scaled to the moon. That's it. So if I now go in here and I refresh, boom, you can see the 3 new campaigns literally created in front of our eyes. It says no ads because we didn't launch any ads yet, right? But when I select those 3 campaigns, I go inside, boom, you can see the audiences. You can see here the interest targeting, the broad, the retargeting, and the retention. So it created everything. And as you can see, it also dialed in the spend perfectly, right? So within no time and no prior experience needed, it created a very, very smart, very well thought out, contextually smart to my ad account strategy of different campaigns and audiences, and everything is configured, right? Next, I want to feed these audiences with ads, right? So find all my existing ads and duplicate them into all of these ad sets or existing active ads. No? This is now a big task. Why? Because I have quite a lot of ads in this account. It's like an example account, right? But I think I have 7 or 8 ads in there, so it's quite a big task. So 7, 8 ads, needs to find them, needs to then find all the 4 audiences we just created, and then go ahead and duplicate those ads. That's no picnic and a heavy task, but it will do it. It'll complete this task like it completed the campaign and audience creation before. And again, this is where the excellence is of AdAmigo. It executes. It doesn't just talk or give you data, right? So this now took about a minute and a half. It was a really, really big task. You can see here there's tons of ads that it needed to find and then duplicate into 4 ad sets across 3 campaigns and 4 ad sets, I think was the total setup, right? By the way, I didn't approve the cookies on Facebook, so that's just an issue that I have. You won't have it. You will see all the ad previews. Anyways, let's go back inside. You see already 2 are in review. This one still, it says no ads. It's actually refresh. So you can see here. So these ones are already approved. And this one is still in review. So when you go inside, you can see here all the ads that it's basically processing right now, right? So, and if we go into prospecting and retention, boom, you can see here as well. I mean, tons of ads that it's basically that it basically launched it to all the campaigns. So I mean, yeah, that's basically what's up. Maybe one more thing that could be interesting. Let me show you guys real quick. I'm not sure if I can show you this today. So if you see the activity log, it says basically done by Chris Pechow. Yeah? And if you hover over it, then it says using AdAmigo.ai. So it's quite hidden, you could argue. So if you're an agency or a media buyer, it's not necessarily obvious that you're using AdAmigo.ai. In the naming conventions, you can also say don't use AdAmigo.ai, and then it's totally white label, right? And then it will always say changed by or done by Chris Pechow, and then using AdAmigo.ai only once you hover over it. So you got to go into a campaign, add to an ad, then go into the history, and then hover over it. So in that sense, it's also quite white label, you could argue. So yeah, within pretty much 5 minutes, we created 3 campaigns, 4 audiences. The entire strategy was cooked up based on what is relevant for our business and our ad account data, what pixel events do we have, what targeting makes sense and drives good performance in our niche. And then I asked it to find all my active ads in that account and feed all the campaigns with the ads. Obviously, in another step, and I'll make a separate video because this is already quite long, you can upload images and videos in here and then launch those ads into those ad sets as well. So you can go from nothing to an entire setup account thanks to the workflows and the chat agent within a couple of minutes. See you in the next video.